New Ferris Railroad. Can you hear me, buddy? I hope you can hear me. I haven't messed with the settings, so I don't know what this is. Yes, you are the first one in. Very cool. Hopefully I'm live. Oh, it's saying 3, but I'm only seeing one of you so far on the chat. Hopefully, everything's working. Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Because I haven't messed with no settings or nothing, but you know the gremlins that some of us been getting. So plus I use this laptop, gaming laptop upstairs for my my Pharma 78 or 19. So it only comes down here now when I do live streams because I can hook it directly into the router down here. So and my other cam. So got the package. That's good to hear, Dave. I'm glad you got it. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, it's a cheaper version, but you know, it's a good beginner or just a practice type thing. If you have a regular, if you actually have the more expensive Dremel, that they work too, but they was ordered by my mom a long time ago when she was ordering a bunch of stuff and she needed to get up to a certain price, so she ordered 2 or 3 of those and told me, see if you can give them away for your live stream thingy, as she called it. So anyway, tonight is I'm filling in for Sparky107107, and this is a Wednesday night live chat. That is what he calls his, and I want to make sure I call it that as well. That way, when anybody goes to look it up, it's under the Wednesday night chat category, rather than a stream type thing. So anyway, we've got New Ferris Railroad in the house, Dave BNSF in scale, PDRR engineer, Art, Cal Stevens, welcome, Martin, welcome, Georgia Sunbelt, Anthony, welcome. And there's Mr. Chasco, or AKA NS5107. And that is about a total of 8 of you according to my counter. So we'll see if we get any more. I know everybody was over at the community roundhouse with Brian from the Iron Horse Railroad and Schuylkill River Valley. So we'll wait a couple minutes here so they can get switched over. Steve 87 THTSAP, welcome. I'm not sure if I ever seen you in here, but welcome, buddy. Welcome to the Wednesday night live chat. I'm sure you've been in Sparky, so maybe that's the reason I don't recognize some of you guys. Um, I'm just filling in for the night because Sparky took a long overdue night off from being worked at his job. So that you're not late, Schuylkill River Valley. It's fine. It's fine. A lot of you might not even knew that I was coming on here. I put a reminder video up, and I think Sparky also pinned a comment up of mine on the video, and I also of course set this ahead. So there's just Nate joining, our good buddy Nate from the. I'm not even going to say that first word because I know I'll butcher it. I have trouble pronouncing a bunch of stuff, so I'm not even going to go there. But you all know what the first word is, and Bowie Railroad and Coal Company. So I'm sorry about that, Nate, but I'm not even going to try, buddy. I just wasn't that good in that category in school. So, Joe Rader, welcome. Sparky told me. Well, that's good. Sparky's a good guy, and I wouldn't trade him as a friend for anything. I mean, he's helped me through a lot, and I've tried to help him through a lot. Back when he had lost his mother and I lost my dad, and unfortunately, I lost my dad before his mom, and his mom went into the similar deal under the same same problem. So, and there's Miss Nancy from the Spirit of Colorado. Railroad and Scaler. She must have changed her. She changed her name, I bet. That looks like a new name. Because it was, I think, Spirit of Colorado and Silverton or something. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, yes, please give us these. Everybody gives Sparky these, so it's much appreciated on my channel as well. We can always use some of these, and I mean, even though I get one or two of those, that's fine too. It's just thumbs. It doesn't really add up to nothing except liking videos. So anyway, guys, and I don't know why that's highlighted like that. That's weird. I had to. Oh, you had a copyright strike. Ooh, that's not good. Well, I'm glad you're back, Nancy. I wasn't aware of that. Then again, I've been away from in and out of YouTube, so sometimes I catch live streams, sometimes I don't. I can't even manage to do my own, which you all know. I'm either not feeling good or something else is happening, and this year it just sucks. Let's just leave it at that. But RDNT, welcome. You're lurking in the background. Okay. I'm glad you could join us. Well, anyway, guys, you got about 18 of you, and I don't know why that highlighted that like that, but okay, well, just happened. Huh. I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, you may remember back sometime or few live streams ago, possibly sometime last month, maybe, when I got this Longview Longview, Portland, and Northern car that actually came from Jack a long time ago, probably beginning of this year, possibly. But it's a double door box car. Well, let's just say I might have. There it goes. I thought maybe I painted them shut, but they're just hard to move. But anyway, I kept looking at this car, and you can see there's a little bit of screw ups. It's not perfectly looking. I mean, no car is going to be perfect looking with rust and everything, but I think I'm going to try to touch some of this up. You can see it ran and it stopped. Rust normally don't do that, but sometimes it does. I'm just going to technically go back over it and rust it up a little more. And then from Mail Call 11, which I actually did during Community Roundhouse, and it should be uploading as we speak. I got this from one of my friends in North Carolina that I buy a lot of rolling stock and different stuff from that he sells, and he's a Tyco guy, but this is not Tyco. This is a Roundhouse kit. Now, you probably seen me say something about this because I think I showed these cars on one of my past live streams. So, as a mail call, but I went ahead and did the mail call as video also for those that do not get in my Thursday night live streams. So anyway, if you notice the number on this one, if I can get that on camera without a glare, it is a LPN 52019. Okay, I was looking at this, and this one is a whole different number right there, or on the other end right here. It is a 52000 LPN. Okay, basically the same car, same railroad. These are fake doors. They're molded in. These move. This is an Afrin. This is a Roundhouse. Of course, they always say that they can't make them exactly the same because they take over, try to take over each other's spot or company. Well, anyway, Afrin basically owns Roundhouse now, I believe, anyway. But I'm thinking about weathering this one up too. So what company, Rodney? Like, check them out as I'm in North Carolina. This one here is Afrin with the fake doors or molded indoors, and this one is, or I'm sorry, this is the roundhouse with the molded indoors, and this is the moving doors, which is the Afrin. So those are very rare cars. Well, sure they are, but this guy's getting weathered up too. So um, I don't live in Oregon, so these cars are just going to be coming through from Oregon or wherever, whatever railroad might have got a hold of them, and they're going to look rusty. How about, wow, how about cashew? Nope, they didn't hide that. What are we talking about? Oh, something to do with the word nut. It must have blocked somebody out. No, Rodney, the store name. Oh, store name? Um, I don't have a store name. Um, he's just he don't own a shop. He just collects Tyco stuff, but he gets stuff from train shows and everything. If that helps, I'm not sure what we're talking about. A store name. Um, but his name is Brian C. Green. You can find him on Facebook under the group Tycho Underappreciated. And I think he's in a Lifelike group and a couple other groups, probably the Budget Model Railroaders, as Ray Boble mentions. Um, so whatever works, welcome. Oh well, sometimes I feel like a cat. You feel like a cashew, Tom? Okay, well, guess somebody's feeling like a nut or a cashew now. So those will be plywood loads and those box cars. Pretty much what's built in those areas of Portland, unless you got some wood fiber needs. Yeah, that's true. I already knew that, but going to weather them up and we'll go from there. I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras. I'm not going to go through the live streams and different stuff tonight because we're already 18 minutes into this thing. So I'm just going to go and go over this some and try to get the rust more a rusty color. I think if you haven't checked out Indian Head Valley Railroad or the group, Facebook group, railroad group, Indian Head Valley Railroad, the group that Roy Smith has, in scale. I can't even remember how to say it, but anyway, I know what it is, but I can't spit it out at the moment. But anyway, also the Bo Bill Friends of New Bill or Bo Bill in Newtown, of Ray Boble's group. You might have seen this that I did and posted on there. This is the car from the last live stream 2 weeks ago that I actually weathered on my live stream, and this is what I did after I went off the air. I actually put BNSF 6951, the cuz, and then I actually was just messing around on the other side and just did a little bit of ugly artwork, you might say, just to brighten the car up a little bit. So that's what that's all about. But none of this here was done with a brush, except maybe the green. Actually, I'm not even sure if the green was done with the brush, but it was actually done with a stir stick with the point. I dipped it in the paint and I actually drew the letters. So, oh, okay. The word nut is blocked. Okay. I don't know. I don't control that part. I must be something to do with YouTube. I don't know why, or unless something in there is blocked that I never knew about. But anyway, back to changing the camera over, and we'll get into this for the last half hour of our live stream. And here we are. And excuse the mess that I'm going to try to move around a little bit here. Get me some water in my, or do I have water? Nope. There's water in there. Dip my brush in. I'm going to have a drink here real quick. But anyway, I might hold off from doing this other one. I don't know. But as for this one, I'm going to do some touch up on the rust since it's already done. Tomorrow night we might do something different. I don't know. It all depends what I might get into. There's always a possibility of, more weathering of other cars, or maybe something else. We'll get these off camera, that off camera, and slide that over, and we'll go ahead and get into our paint. Burnt sienna, just a little bit, not much, and a lot of my favorite burnt umber. I use this for everything. I mean, I go through burnt umber for everything. So we'll put a little bit of that on our palette, which is paper plate. I don't think we're going to really need black for this car. We're just basically going to rust it a little better. So we'll get our brush, and you can see where I've been wiping the paint for the last couple live streams. We're going to continue to do that just to wipe the excess off, make our brush dry. Actually, we'll wipe that off of there. We'll try this again. So I've messed up. Okay. And we'll just take and lightly darken some of this up. I don't want to take the name completely out, guys. So we're just going to lightly go over the name, a little bit on the door, more on the doors. I just want to make sure, or make it look like the car has traveled and had some rust running down on it. So here's the other side we're going to do. Schuylkill River Bound. Oh, I already said hi. Crooked River and Eastern, welcome. Just going to try to dab our brush in there. Get a little more on the doors. And there's that side looking pretty good. It's definitely weathered to my liking. And I'm sorry if it offends offends anybody if it's a rare car, but I just thought, it would look better weathered. So that's what's happening on my railroad. There's going to be a lot of weathered what do you want to call it? Graphic type cars. Graffiti is what the word I'm looking for. I'm thinking about trying to just, play around and just do some wording on some of the cars, older cars, that it really ain't gonna, really ain't gonna matter. And I look at it this way: I own them, they're mine. I can do whatever I want with them, and you can't take them with you when something happens to you. So, And we're going to put a little bit of this on our brush and kind of just like we brushed that on into some of the places that the burnt umber did not get into, just to blend it in a little bit. We're still going to leave, some of the roof show through. That's, that's a normal thing. I'm not completely covering the whole car just to being fun. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of that around, Nancy. At least this year. Being an election year, and that's pretty much the word for it. Anyway, like I said, I'm not trying to offend anybody because it's a rare car, but it's just something that I feel that I need to do. So, and we'll just blab or blob this coupler off a little bit, so we don't get our spring all painted up or dried up. Kind of like that end. That looks exactly, Cal. And you can't take them with you. Matter of fact, I probably said this quite a few times. Something would ever happen to me way down in the future when I get older and somebody thinks it's my time, well, it's in my will for all my dad and my train stuff to go to a museum. Now, will there ever be museums by that time or in the future? We don't know, but that is how it's written up in my personal will. And because my mom and my daughter will not want them, and instead of them selling stuff and having stuff separated, I thought, I'd just leave it to the museum to keep the Lionel stuff and whatever they thought was worth keeping in the HO stuff. And, they can do what with it whatever they want. I ain't going to be here to worry with it. So, or see it. So that just puts that to that point. But anyway, there is that side a little bit better. Could be a hair bit better than that, but it's my skills. So there's that side, that end, and I didn't do nothing to the trucks yet. I probably won't, being that you normally don't see that kind of stuff down underneath. But there is what I did on the roof. I just did a couple spots on there just to make it blend in a little more. If anything happens to me, trains and layout will go to well, see, there you go. That's another place they could send it. If the museum wants to donate it to wherever, that's fine too. I mean, but that in my real legal will, that when mom had hers changed, when my dad passed, I went ahead and made up my will too. And I put in there to make sure that my dad's Lionel stuff, because it's older, much older than any of the HO stuff, except maybe for the Lionel, Marks, American Flyer, and AHM and Tyco stuff. If I even have all that by then, I don't know. I mean, I may decide to sell a bunch of stuff before then. You know, who knows? Huh. You're donating your cashews and Doritos. Well, I hope somebody I hope they don't go stale, Tom. If you're gonna, I hope you buy or have fresh stuff to donate. Unless you're gonna donate your old stuff to the birds. I don't know. Hi, Golfa. Welcome to the fun. Haven't seen you for a while, buddy. I see your picture every once in a while. Never thought of what would happen to my trains to my kids. I am sure, and sold cheaply. I do know one thing. I am going to start a museum. Rodney. Well, I can probably start one, really, with the stuff I got. A lot of it's just, stuff from train shows, stuff that, let me change cameras, guys, so I ain't talking, feel like I'm talking to the wall for some reason. There we go. There I am, you ugly mug, on a Wednesday night yet. But anyway, I just thought it'd be nice to have the stuff donated to a museum or, someplace where they can look through it and decide, well, hey, this is, too new, or whatever condition that's in, that they look at it as in, and the Lionel stuff, I know somebody, if it was sold, it would just be, repainted and done a bunch of stuff, with it. And I don't want to have it separated. I want to try to have it all donated together, everything. And, and then they can take it from there. And, I won't know about it anyway, because I won't be here. So that's just the way I look at it, and I just want to try to keep it all, or send it to the same place, and that way somebody don't have to worry about selling piece by piece, or set by set, or whatever. Let the museum worry about it. I mean, if they sell it, like I said before, I'm not going to know about it. Hopefully it goes to good homes. But right now, it's not going nowhere. I mean, I do have a few things that I'd like to sell, but I'm probably going to not post them on one of the Facebook groups. I'm going to make my own group, because there's other odds and ends and other stuff that I'm going to be able to want to sell, like racing stuff or model stuff or different stuff like that. So, I want to make my own Facebook yard sale group, probably like Hot Rods yard sale or something, because mom's got a lot of stuff that she wants to sell too. And most of it's probably going to be local pickup stuff. I mean, the train stuff and all that stuff could be, shipped, but a lot of it is way too big to be sent out, so it would have to be a local pickup thing. So, and there's not too many of you that's local that can do that. Besides maybe Cal and Gary and maybe Wilmer, Tom if he's up this way, Ray, Boble, Derek Class, Sparky. I think what Sparky is saying, Rodney, he wants your trains. Oh, huh? Not yet, buddy. Not yet. I got a long ways to go before I think I want to see the day that all that. But anyway, I try my best not to so-called ruin rolling stock. I'm just trying to weather it up to give it a different look. So, you don't have all these shiny, newer looking cars going by. I don't know. I watch a lot of you all's videos, and you all got, decals and graffiti or and all that kind of stuff. Or you weather stuff. I mean, it just looks good. I mean, it looks more phototypical and real. Especially if you can copy something off a real car and actually have a car that it resembles the actual phototype. I mean, if a lot of you I know renumber and blacken out the number and put the new number on or the new name or of the railroad or whatever. I mean, I just find all that fascinating because to me, I don't really have a lot of the skills. Oh, you don't live in you don't live in Maryland no more. Oh, you live in Alabama. Okay, that's good to know. Looks like Dwayne might have joined us. I did not see Dwayne's name go through. Oh, must have been why I was weathering. Dwayne's Fork and Spoon. Good night, everybody. Oh, missed him. But anyway, this is just the fill in for our good buddy sparky107107 who took a much needed night off because of working a lot, and his hours keep getting more and more and more, and he's getting tireder, I'm sure. I just want to say thoughts and prayers out to our cousin Vinny. I hope he gets better. And I'm going to leave that at that, or unless Sparky wants to add on to that. Oh, okay. You used to live in Martinsburg. I thought you lived in Maryland. I thought you was somewhere in Maryland or something one time. Okay, well, Martinsburg's right down the road from me, so technically, actually, Charles, Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, is actually before, or closer to me. Martinsburg is I would have to go 81 to go down that way, or so. Okay, Sparky. I don't want to mention too much because I don't want to get myself in trouble. So, but thoughts and prayers to our cousin Benny. So, and Sparky knows what I'm talking about also. So we'll just leave it at that. But it's 7:46, guys. I'm surprised I actually got this done as early as I did. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, rare car or not, I just wanted to weather it again better. I don't live in Oregon anyway. I'm already mentioned that. I mean, it's not, really a big railroad name around here. Oh, you're about an hour north of Martinsburg. Really, Nate? That's interesting, buddy. Cause I would be about 25 mile, I guess, from Martinsburg, from actual, I guess, West Virginia in this case. If I went down 81 and went to Martinsburg, I would be approximately 25 mile, because I know for a fact it's one way to Winchester, it's 50 mile, and I go down the back way down through Harper's Ferry, through Charlestown, and them different places down, and go down and hit, I believe it's 50 or 51, one of those routes. I believe it's 50. You go down there to the Sheets there, and after you come off the road from coming through Brunswick, you go through Brunswick and into Harper's Ferry, and what's this? Oh, okay, that's just junk mail. Thought something happened. Thought maybe Sparky was going to yell at me for something. But anyway, but yeah, I go down that way now. We used to take Interstate 81, and with a heavy race car trailer and a tire rack and a box full of tools and jacks and gas can or gas jugs and everything. But we used to go down 81, and it used to be one of these deals. Well, we found out that we had stuff, possibly here and there on the car that was working loose before I even got on the racetrack to, hit the ruts and all that stuff, and it would loosen it up more, and we'd wonder why something was so loose. But So we got away from 81. Dad, at that time, my dad did not like going down 67 and 340, Route 340, and all those at night. Um, Technically because of deer and other stuff, going on. So, and plus, you always had your raft buses and people doing the raft thing down there in the Potomac, down Harper's Ferry. And they would take and back traffic up. So, or during the day, but anyway, we got away from 81 because it was just one of these deals, and it didn't matter if you went lane to lane, you still was doing one of these, and it just, I mean, going from here to Pennsylvania up to Harrisburg or any of those places on 81 north, it's the same way. You're one lane is like this, and the other lane's just a little smoother. You don't get as much, but over in the right lane, you're just doing one of these deals, and that's without a race car trailer. But you can imagine hauling a race car trailer down there and having your trailer going up and down while your truck's doing the same thing, and the car's back there, tied down as tight as you got it, and the things, I mean, I'm sure the shocks and springs and everything was working on the car. But oh, your brother does the river rafting guides, yeah. Yeah, they're a pain some days when they back all that up, but my dad and I started going down the back way because of 81 and everything, and I always liked going that way, beginning to go that way because you got to see old railroad trestles that still existing down there, and you also seen the actual railroad and the Potomac River bridge where the train would go across. And down there somewhere is that tunnel where the train will come through the tunnel and out on the other side to go the bridge, or unless that's over on the West Virginia side. I'm not sure. All I know, there is a bridge down there, but man, this battery on this computer is going down. But anyway, enough said about that and all that. Go ahead and promote your channels, guys, because my computer seems to be slowly dying. My screen just died down. So go ahead and promote your channels. I do know mine is dropping slow. I only have 422 now. I did have 430 at one time, and then it was 425 for the longest time. And now all of a sudden it went from 424 to 422. So YouTube is just having a ball with a lot of our channels, cleaning and getting rid of people that my charger is actually upstairs, Nancy, because I also take the computer upstairs since it's a gaming computer and play my Farming Simulator 19 game on it instead of using the PlayStation 4 of my daughters. Actually, mine and my daughters, but She got it for her birthday, I believe, last year, or Christmas. So, but I should have brought the charger down here, and I didn't. I thought it would hold the charge for an hour, but guess not. So anyway, we have 265 for Nate, 69 for Cal. Let's try to get Cal up to at least 80, guys. I'm sure there's enough of us in there. If we haven't subscribed to Cal Stevens, let's try to get him up there. If we can get him up to 100, that would be really great. 204 for Dave Piper. Chasco 212. Looks like Nancy has the most so far at 1,776. Hey, that was a good year. If you take the comma away, Nancy, you're living in subs of 1776 there, girl. Sparky, take care and rest up. Coming from Nancy. Chasco, your prize went out in the mail yesterday. Nate, saying that. Have a great night, Rodney. Thanks for filling in, my friend. Thank you, Sparky, for allowing me to do just that. I try not to butcher it, but it's on my own channel, so I got to take my own blame. Cal saying he had over 200 on his own channel, but he got scared of the whole pop of stuff, lost the old. Oh, okay, I thought you had more than that, Cal. But let's work on Cal's new channel, guys, because of the old Compa stuff, which is probably still moving around, I'm sure. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down because I haven't seen no new numbers. So, everybody, I thank you. And I can't thank you enough for dropping in to my channel, filling in for Sparky107107. It's been fun. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for my Thursday night live stream. This was the Wednesday night live chat. So make sure you get those two last words. Don't get them mixed up when you type it in and search. There's a little bit of a difference. Some of us call it live stream. Some of us call it live chat. Basically, somewhat the same thing, but a little bit different. You can have chats on one and do whatever on the other. But both of them you can really do all that. But anyway, enough rambling. Everybody have a good night. God bless you. Wash them. Wear masks and all that showstopper baloney. I really think it's just getting way out of the range of ridiculous. So anyway, we'll catch you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now, guys. Wednesday, Tom.